Much talk. Talking will win you nothing. All the same, the woman goes with me to Hades' house. I go to take her now and dedicate her with my sword for all those whose hair is cut in consecration by this blade's edge are devoted to the gods below. Right, before we continue with the gameplay, I did notice that I have been doing something wrong, and I will go back when I was discussing the rules. I will go back and make a few text notes on the relevant areas of the video. Regarding the critical hits, now, when I first read through the rules and when I did my first test games, I think I was actually doing the critical hit rule wrong. I read that it was, like, for example, with the character, you have the 3 and then the dice facings of 5 and 6. So I thought if you had if you roll 3 5s or 3 6s, then you got a critical hit and the character would do +1 damage, after you've calculated how many, you do an extra +1. While I was doing the last section, when I was going through the rules for you guys and recording for you guys, I actually noticed that was actually wrong. It's actually 3 dice of any combination of 5s or 6s. Which, I mean, increases the chance of doing critical hits, obviously, So instead of 3 5s or 3 6s, I could have 2 5s and a 6, 1 5 and 2 6s. But it also makes a few of these creatures a lot more dangerous as well. So I will go back when we discuss the rules. I will add some text notes to correct that. But yes, for critical hits, whether it is for the character or for the creatures, it's not 3 of a kind. It can be 3 of any combination of the dice shown on the card. So what we're going to do, like I say, I've played a few test games. And I mean, even doing that rule wrong, I've only narrowly won. I think I've played 3 test games before this. I won 2. One game I had 2 life left. It's close. The other game that I won, literally, myself and Thanatos were down to 1 life each. Next turn, and we both killed each other. So I'm taking that as a win. The 3rd test game I did lose. I just got too many creatures in too many locations. That was the first game when I didn't really figure out how to use the resource properly and to control the hand, how many cards in the hand. But I'm anticipating a much harder game now because I don't tend to roll that many high dice out of my 4. I've got 20 dice here. I hope it's going to be enough. But yeah, we start off rolling 4 as standard, and I don't tend to get 3 high dice, but the creatures do, especially creatures like the Cyclops and God knows what else. I mean, if you look at the advanced monsters, where is it? Let's find the Kraken. Yeah, this Kraken's actually more terrifying now. 7 life and rolls 7 dice. It hits on a 3, 4, 5, and 6, but it crits on any 3 dice that have a 3, 4, 5, or 6. And then it does +2 damage, not +1, +2. Reading the rules correctly and doing it right, this is even more terrifying. I think Thanatos is also much more deadly now. Anyway, let's get to the game. I do apologize for that mistake in the rules section. I don't want to record that all again. So I will make some notes in the video, some text notes. But yes, we are going to be playing correctly from now on. So what we've got our, special treasures, sacred treasures. We have our sacred treasures, we have our creatures, we have our locations, we have our ability card, which shows us our basic abilities that we can use our resources to do. We have our character card with our D20, our 20-sided dice for our health. We have our encounter card, and flipped over is our damage card. We have our starting 6 resources or resource cards. I've got plenty of dice. I hope it's enough. I mean, if I'm unfortunate to get 6 creatures, this may not be enough dice. So we'll see how it goes. Right. So how does the game play? Well, on the back of your ability card, it does actually have the 3 phases for each turn and for each location. First of all, you turn over the location card, and then you calculate how many creatures. You then fight the creatures in turn, 1 strike at a time, and then going back, next strike, next strike. And then you look at the results in terms of the creature cards becoming resources, but also if you get any sacred treasures from those cards. You do it once all the creatures are dead. You don't get the sacred treasure when you kill that creature. You have to complete the encounter and the location first. So, like I say, it's actually quite a simple game to play. First appearance of the rules kind of gives the impression that it's a lot harder than it is. But like I say, it's really all the icons and abilities that kind of can be confusing at times. Now, let us begin. So, we are going to the Underworld. We are Heracles, going to the Underworld to confront Thanatos, who's abducted or taken this girl. I think in Greek mythology, Thanatos wasn't actually evil. He was just the god of the dead. So he just takes people who die. So, you know, it's kind of his job. Anywho. Right, those are my dice. Let us reveal the first location. And the first location is, oh God, Phlegathon. These, yeah, some of these names are quite tough. Okay, Phlegathon. Right, now this is, oh my God, it's an encounter number 4. So already we're on the worst bloody column. Ah, shit. We can't use Zeus resource. We can't use the glory of Zeus resource, which is a problem because I can't flee. See, what I'm worried about is, okay, encounter number 4. I've got 6 cards in my hand to begin with, so I'm going to be confronting 4 monsters. Now, it might be a good idea to actually run away, but I can't use Zeus resources, so I can't use the flee ability. Nuts. All right, so encounter level 4, 6 cards in my hand. I've got 4 creatures. This is not good. So the first creature is a warrior with 2 life. Second is, oh, another warrior with 2 life. Oh wow, these weren't shuffled very well. A third warrior with 2 life. Oh crap, that's the worst one I could have got. This, drawing these first, and I shuffled these really well. I've got 3 warriors which are 2 life. Normally they'd be rolling 2 dice, hitting on a 6. But I just happened to roll their general, who has the ability at the bottom here. All warriors that have that 2 life, that's the same image, yeah, the same image as these guys. They get +1 dice. So now these are 3 life and 3 dice warriors. And this guy is a 5. Oh my God. All right, so 3 dice for him. This, when I took the first 3 cards, I was thinking, okay, I can deal with warrior 2s. But now they're warrior 3s because that bloody general. And the general is rolling 5 dice. I'm going to need more dice, I think. Now, I think I'm going to need more dice, I think. I'm going to need more dice. The other abilities I don't think are going to be very useful at the moment. Let's have a quick check and see. So this gives me an extra dice. This allows me to re-roll 1 dice per combat strike roll. Okay. But I can't do that because it's Zeus. I can't do that, this or this. I've only got 3 options. This one, I can cascade any single roll of a 6. So it makes the 6s exploding. So when I roll a 6, I can roll it again and add to it. But again, I don't roll that many 6s, so that may not be useful. And then this one, I can disregard all hits by a single encounter creature after a single strike at the cost of 1 Ares and 1 Athena. So that basically, I can just ignore 1 attack from these guys. That might be useful. But I'm going to get an extra dice. I think I'm going to need it now. What do I want to do? Do I want to use 1 resource card or do I want to use 2? I think I'm going to use 2 cards. Now the reason I'm going to use 2 singles instead of a double is that this is going to reduce my hand by 2, which actually means I should get less creatures next time. So I'm going to spend 2 Ares resources. So these are now out of the game. And that will give me an extra dice. Now, if I need to, I can use 1... Oh no, I'd waste all the resources, wouldn't I? Never mind. That's what we're going to do. So now we're rolling 5 dice. Right, now, so again, with the critical thing, I'm now doing a critical hit on any 3 5s or 6s. Not 3 5s or 3 6s, but any combination. Okie dokie. Now, we have to attack the creatures in the order that they were drawn. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So the first combat, or the first strike is against this warrior here. He hits on 6s and he misses. So he misses all his dice. I now attack and I hit on 5s and 6s. Oh my God. And I miss as well. We now go to the second warrior. He gets, okay, no, he doesn't get criticals. Let's move this over there. He doesn't get criticals, but he does get 1 hit. I need to hit this guy. And we get, okay, this is good. I miss twice, but I hit 3 times, which does mean it's a critical. So this warrior hits me 1 time. So we go to the damage card. He hits me 1 time, he does 1 damage. So I take 1 damage, I'm down to 19. I do 3 hits. Okay, which gives me 2 damage. But because it's a critical, because I rolled 3 5s or 6s, I get a +1. So I rolled 3 hits, which does 2 damage, and the +1 makes it 3 damage. So that basically means that this guy, I remove 3 of his dice, killing him, and he is now added to my resources. Wunderbar. Right, now we're up against this warrior here. He rolls 3 dice. And he misses. 1, 1, and 3. Good. I roll to hit. And I hit once. So I hit once, I do 1 damage. So he loses 1 health and 1 dice. So he's going to be rolling 2 dice in future. Now the general. Ugh. The general's rolling 5 dice and he hits on a 5 or 6. Tickable. He misses 3. He hits twice, but he doesn't have the critical skill. I roll to hit because again it's all simultaneous. I'll re-roll that one. What do we get? 2 hits and 3 misses. Okay, so he does 2 hits, does 1 damage to me, so I'm down to 18. I do 2 hits, but it's not a critical, so I do 2 damage to him. It's important that you remember which side is which. Yeah, the black dot references the black here, so creature. The red dot references the red dot on your card here. So you know, this is for your damage to creatures. This is the creature's damage to you. Right, so he's down to 3 now. I've taken 2 damage so far. Right, now we've gone through all the creatures. Now we go back and do it again. So now it's the second strike against this guy. So he hits on 6s. Damn it. He hits once. I roll. What do I get? Ooh, hells yeah. I get a 666, which is going to be another critical. So the warrior creature hits me 1 time, does 1 damage. I hit 3 times, which is 2 damage, but because it's a critical, I do 3 damage. So he be dead. Very nice. Again, goes into my hand. Now, this is a little bit worrying because my hand's starting to fill up again. And again, in the next location, you don't want many cards. You need to control this, so I might use some of these cards to heal me at the end. Right, so that was that guy. That guy already was killed. Now we're down to this guy again. He's only rolling 2 dice now because we injured him. And he gets 2 5s. Okay, good. He only hits on 6s. So he misses. We hit back. We get 1 hit. So 1 hit from us means 1 damage to him, so he loses 1 dice. Now for the general. Now the general hits on a 5 or 6. Oh, typical. So he hits twice. I hit back. Oh, hello. getting a lot of criticals. Good for me, but I'm a little bit worried about some of the bigger creatures later on because they'll be doing the same to me. Right, so the general hits me 2 times, so he does 1 damage. I hit the general 3 times, which does 2 damage, plus 1 for the critical, which is 3 damage. So, general is also dead. So now we go back again, next turn. Only one guy left. He hits on a 6. He rolls a 5, he misses. I roll my attack. Oh God, what was that? That was a 4, wasn't it? Yep. So I miss as well. Next turn, he attacks. He misses, he rolls a 4. I attack. Ugh, this thing's sliding about. What do I get? I get 1 hit. So 1 hit is 1 damage. He dead. Now, I survived. Now, before I forget, I've got to lose that dice because the extra dice only lasts for 1 location. So I'm back to 4 dice here. Now, I was thinking that I could use these to actually do some healing, but the problem is healing requires Zeus and Athena, but I can't use Zeus in this location, which is a problem because now when I'm going to generate the next location and the encounters, how many cards have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Shit. Yeah, that's not good. I mean, I can use the cards when I reveal the location and reveal the monsters. I can then use these to heal. But like I say, for the encounter generation, yes. Or can I use these? I can't. There's no point. These are only really during combat, so I can't actually use any of my cards. Damn. All right, so that's the first location. I've got to go through 9 locations before I meet the boss. I'm on 16 health. I really need to do some healing. Right, let's see what the next location is. The next location is... the Abyss of Tartarus. And I can't use Ares. And it's another 4! It's another 4! Oh no! Oh no! So I've got 8 cards. It's a 4 encounter level. Boom, boom. 6 creatures. I think I'm going to try and... I can't flee. I can't use Ares. Oh, no. Oh, this is terrible. Okay, it's 6 creatures. Shit. First creature is the Hind. Second is a warrior, 2 life. Third, oh no, is the Nemean Lion. Let's just move the locations just out of the way. Oh, Cyclops. Shit, we're gonna die. Harpy and another harp. Oh shit, no. So the harpies have the special rule where for every other harpy they basically get +1 die. So these harpies are normally 4 dice and 4 life. Now they're 5 because there's 1 extra harpy. Shit, I'm gonna need more dice. So the Hind, the warrior, the Nemean Lion. I'm gonna die. I know I'm gonna die. Actually, I can put these by the resources because I don't need resources at the moment. So let's just move the dice there so you can see the creatures. 2, 4, 6, 7. 7 dice for the slug. Oh God. I need more dice. Hang on 1 second. I hope another 10. Luckily, I've got hundreds of dice. Luckily, hopefully another 10 is going to be enough. Right. So these guys are going to need 5 each. So 10's just enough. Jesus, I've got 30 dice on the table. So yeah, in this game, you're going to need to have quite a few dice. I mean, if you do it like this way, the way that I do it, where I put all the dice out, if you just use one single stock of dice, you may need to have another way of recording the monster's life. But like this way, if you have a lot of dice, you can actually just use the dice to indicate the life of each creature. Now, I am in serious trouble because I have, I would say one of the worst situations you can get in the game. I have the maximum number of creatures against me, and I can't use the might of Ares resources, which I need to get extra dice, which I need to flee and run away. and which I also need to block hits. So the only thing that I can do is heal, cascade sixes so I can make my sixes explode, and I can re-roll my dice. I honestly think that this is going to kill me. So what I want to do, now that we've established everything, I think I'm going to need to heal. So you can only have a maximum of 20 health, so I can only heal 4 times maximum. Each time's going to cost me 1 Zeus and 1 Athena. So let's have a look. And again, for the basic resource cards, you have a choice of two resources that you can choose from, but you can only use one at a time. So for example, if I use this general card for resources, I can choose either 2 Ares or 2 Athena. I need to heal. I need to heal badly. This can get me 2 points of healing. So I'll use the Zeus and I'll use the Athena. That'll get me 2 points of healing. I could get another 2 there, but I'll be using all my Ares. I've got some Ares left, but not a lot. I've got to do it, and I've got to do it. So I'm going to be using 4 resource cards. Ugh. So it's going to be 4. What do they call it? 4 Glory of Zeus and 4 Wisdom of Athena. So that's going to allow me to heal 4 points. Well, expensive, and I still think I'm going to die. Right, so now I only have 4 resource cards left. 3 Ares and then 1 Athena or Zeus. Okay. I still think I'm going to die. I really do think I'm going to lose. Right, now let's have a look-see. So the Hind is a very simple creature. The Warrior with 2 lives is very simple. The Lion, right, what does the Lion have? Okay, I can get, if I survive this entire encounter, I can actually get 2 sacred treasures, which would be useful. However, the Lion is rolling 5 dice, has 5 life, hits on a 5 or 6, and 3 sixes, he gets a +2 crit. The Cyclops is even more terrifying. 7 dice, 7 life, hits on a 4, 5 or 6, and if he gets 3 5s or 6s, or any combination, he does +3 crit. Shit! The Harpies, they're now, because there's 2 of them, they get a +1 dice. So they're now 5 dice and 5 life, and they hit on 4 5s and 6s. Oh my god, I'm dead. And I can't escape because of this bloody location. Okay, this could be a short game. I might do another game, maybe in another video. Because I honestly think I'm going to die here in the second location. Is it second? Yeah, only second location. So let's see how it goes. So I can't get any extra dice. I can't flee. I can't run away. Okay, let's go. Now again, we have to attack in order. So I'm going to be doing 6 strikes. And then if the creatures are still alive and I'm still alive, I'm going to be going back and doing 6 more strikes. So first of all was the Hind. This was the first creature. So he's hitting on 6s and he misses. That's a good start. I hit back on 5s or 6s. Oh my god, you forgot me. Yep, okay, next is the Warrior. He hits on 6s, reroll that. And he also misses. Good. I need to hit back, I need to hit, come on. And we get 1 hit. So, okay, so 1 hit from me does 1 damage. So this guy is on 1 life and it's going to be rolling 1 dice. They're not the ones I'm worried about. These are the... Oh, God. Okay. The Lion is rolling 5 dice. He's hitting on a 5 or 6. And if he gets 3 6s, he gets +2 to his damage. That is frightening. That's terrifying. That's frightening. Right. So 5s or 6s. He hits once. Okay, so he hits 1 time. What about me? What do I get? Oh, hells yeah. I miss once, but I get a crit. So the lion hits once, so he does 1 damage. Oh, I healed up to 20, didn't I? Yeah, sorry, I forgot to do that. Right. So he hits me for 1 damage. I'm down to 19. I hit 3 times, which does 2 damage, but the critical, because I've got 3 5s or 6s, gets +1. So I do 3 damage to the lion. That is a lot better. Now, because I have reduced him to 2 life and 2 dice, he can't do his crit anymore because he needs 3 dice for that. Now comes the scary bit. Now comes the really scary bit. 7 dice. He hits on a 4, 5, or 6. And he's got the same crit as me, but he does +3 instead of +1. Oh God, I'm scared. Oh, what we got? We got a bunch of 3s, which is good. We got another 3 and 2. That's very good. Thank God. Okay, he hits me twice, but no crit. Thank God for that. That could have been terrifying. Now, I need a crit. I need... The gods are watching me. Truly, this is a game of the gods. I get another crit. So, he hits me twice, does 1 damage. That, well, could have been worse. I hit 3 times, doing 2 damage, crit +1, so I do 3 damage to him. Now, he's still very scary, because he's still got enough dice to get criticals. But I do 3 damage to him. I take him down to 4 life and 4 dice. Nice. However, we're still in serious danger. These harpies are also very dangerous. These are hitting on a 4, 5, or 6. Yeah. And that's not good. That really is not good. This one hits 3 times. Oh no. Oh no. Now, do I want to take one of their dice? I can't. Can I take one of their dice? I can re-roll mine. I can't block. Shit. That's really not good. Okay, let's see what I get. Again, I need criticals. We get nearly. Okay, I get 2 hits. I mean, I can. No, if I do this now. Okay, so if I spend 2 Athena, I can roll one of the 6s again to see if it's another hit. I could use 4 Athena and re-roll both of them to see if I get another hit. And if it rolls a 6 again, I can keep rolling. But is it worth it? How many Athena do I have? 1. Oh, shit. Okay, bad planning. I should have kept some Athena. Okay, I can't. Right, so the first harpy does 3 hits, which is 2 damage. Ow! I hit them twice, which does 2 damage. So this harpy is now down to 3 life and 3 dice. Right. The second harpy. No. Oh no. 5 hits. That's really not good. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Can I block? I can't block. I can't use Ares. You bitch. This location's killing me. Shit. I'm screwed. He hits me 5 times. And I hit back twice. Oh no, this is going to hurt. Right. 5 hits is 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. I do 2 hits, so I do 2 damage. So he's down to 3 wounds and 3 dice. Oh my God, that is terrible. That really is terrible. Now, another thing I would recommend is, if you're familiar with Magic the Gathering, I would recommend using Magic the Gathering D20s, because their numbers are in sequence on the faces, so you can easily track the numbers. A normal D20, you've got to kind of search for the numbers. Right, now that is just the first bloody turn. I've now got to do it all again, got to back and do other strikes. Oh my God, that harpy really hit me hard. All right, so we start again. We hit the hind. The hind hits us and misses with a couple of 2s. We hit the hind, hopefully, and nope, we really don't want to hit the little deer. The warrior attacks and misses badly. We attack the warrior back and we get a, oops, that was a 4, sorry. We hit with 1 hit, which is enough to kill him. However, he's not giving me any good resources. He's just giving me another areas that I can't use. Right. So he dead. Let's have a look and see. Right, next is the lion. The lion I hurt badly last time, so he's only rolling 2 dice. And he misses. We attack the lion. And we get 1 hit, so 1 damage. He's still alive, unfortunately. Who's next? The Cyclops is next. So the Cyclops is rolling to hit. Oof. That was good. Only 1 hit. Good. So we attack the Cyclops and we get 2 hits. So the Cyclops hits me once, does 1 damage. Ow. We hit the Cyclops twice, doing 2 damage but no criticals. So Cyclops is down to 2 wounds and 2 dice. Great. Now he also can't do his criticals. We may actually survive this. I shouldn't say anything, should I? I should not say anything. I should learn my lesson. Right, now for the first Harpy, down to 3 life and 3 dice. And hits twice. I attack back, reroll that, and I get 1 hit, so the Harpy hits twice, doing 1 damage. I attack and I hit once, doing 1 damage, so the Harpy's down to 2 dice. The second Harpy, the last creature. Man, these Harpies are tough. 2 hits. I hit back. Jesus, nothing. So the Harpy hits me twice, does 1 damage. I'm down to 10 life. I'm up down to half health. Here we go again. Next strikes. The hind misses. Can we hit the hind? Yes. We get 2 hits on the hind. So 2 hits is 2 damage. So the hind takes 2 damage. And he's dead. Now look. We've now got Athena resources. Now I'm assuming that you can use these as soon as you get them. You can't get the sacred treasures until everything's killed, but I'm assuming that when you kill a creature, you can actually get to use their resources. Now, I do have the ability to, I can heal back 1, but I'd be wasting 2 Athena. Okay, forget it. Won't use it yet. I need to get some more Athena like there. Right, so that was the hind. I managed to kill the hind. Great. Amazing. Good. Next is the lion. The lion attacks and misses. We hit the lion. Come on. Yes, we hit and we do a crit, which is a little bit overpowered because we only need to hit it 1 time. And we get some nice, lovely, jubbly things. Now I can actually use this to heal, can't I? Can I do it in between strikes, or do I have to completely do all the strikes first? Either before it begins, during a strike, or after a strike, you may discard resources. Excellent. So I'm going to discard these 2 cards here, 3 Athena and 3 Zeus, and I'm going to heal 3 points. Nice. Right, Cyclops. Not so nice. Cyclops completely fluffs. We hit the Cyclops back and we only get a single hit. So 1 hit, 1 damage. So the Cyclops down to 1 dice. Now these bloody Harpies. I think these Harpies have done the most damage. Right, first Harpy misses. Phew. We hit the Harpy. Oops. We hit the Harpy back. We get 1 hit. So 1 hit is 1 damage. So that Harpy's down to 1. The last Harpy, I'm not going to say anything. He still hits me twice. What the frick? This is a nightmare, this one. So I hit back. Again, it's all simultaneous. That was a 6. Bitch. I got 2 hits. Okay. Oops. So he hits me twice, does 1 damage. I hit him twice, doing 2 damage. Okay, all the creatures, the remaining creatures are on 1 life each. That's good. That's really good. Okay, so Cyclops misses, thank God. We hit the Cyclops and we hit 2 times, killing him. Nice. And we got some more resources we can use. And I'm going to be getting a sacred treasure. Harpy. Let's move my dice out of the way. The Harpy misses. We attack. Wow. I could have used this definitely earlier. That doesn't happen very often. I've got it on camera. For all those who know me and have seen my other videos, I roll a lot of 1s. I don't tend to do this. This is, I might actually take a screenshot of this later and pin it on the wall. I just overkill. I do 4 hits and I do 2 damage, but because it's a critical, I do another damage. I do 3 damage. He did. And we get another. Oh, didn't the lion also give me a thing? Didn't the lion also give me the lion also gives me a treasure. I've got to remember the lion also gives me a treasure, so I also got to remember that. So the last harpy, of course, hits me. This harpy's been a bloody nightmare. And we get 1 hit as well. So he does 1 damage to me. I do 1 damage to him. So he's dead. Okay, great. Plenty of resources. Now, I do get 2 sacred treasures from this. 1, 2. The lion's out. I use that resource on something else. Okay, so I now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got 8 cards again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But I'm going to use some on healing. Like, for example, I'm going to be using the 2 harpies to do some more healing. But I'll do that in a second. Let's see what secret treasures we have. We have the Lyre of Orpheus. So for the Lyre of Orpheus, let me check and see what this does. So this is this one. Remove 1 rolled 6 die from an encounter creature's combat dice roll and add it to your combat dice roll at the cost of 1 Athena resource. Hells yeah, that's really good. I can take 1 6 away from a creature and add it to mine. Oh, powerful. So that's my first sacred treasure. Thank you very much. The second treasure we find is the Cup of Dionysus. Oh, this is the healing one. Oh, this is the healing one. Heal 2 health points at any time during combat at a cost of 1 Zeus and 1 Athena. Players may never heal beyond their initial 20. So this makes my healing twice as good. Amazing. Oh, perfect. Now I'm going to do some healing. Now that I've got that treasure, I can double up. Right, so now normally if I spend 2 Zeus and 2 Athena, I would normally heal back 2 points. But with this sacred treasure, I'm now healing back 4 points. Yes. Very nice. Now, do I want to do some more? I've only got... I can only do 1 more. I can only do 1 more heal. Do I want? I think I need to, don't I? So that's going to get me... This is going to get me 2, so 4, and this would give me 5, 6. Okay, so I'm going to heal 6 points, and all these cards are out of the game. So now I have 4 resource cards, and each one is Ares. Okay, so very, very nice, but I heal back 6 points. That is really bloody useful. Okay, excellent. Sacred treasures have really saved my butt. Right, so we have now got in our hand 4 resource cards. Only Ares though, that's the issue. Right, locations. We're now going to the 3rd location, which is the Fields of Elysium. So the Fields of Elysium. Oh, we're going to get another sacred treasure. Excellent. And it's a level 2 location. Now we had 1, 2, 3, 4 resource cards, and it's a 2 location. So 1 creature. Thank God for that. So the creature we're facing is another. Well, it's a general. Didn't I have a general already? Must be more than one in the deck. Yeah, we had a general already, so it's another general. Now, luckily, he's on his own. So his ability to boost warriors with 2 dice to 3 dice, that doesn't take effect. But he's still going to be fairly nasty because he's still going to be rolling 5 dice. Right, there's no other special rules for here, so I can get extra dice if I want to. I think... Do I want to? I don't... See, the thing is, I've only got Ares resources left, so I can't actually use the Lyre of Orpheus to take the 6s. So I think... what am I going to get in return? I'm going to get 2 Ares or 2 Athena. Do I want... I think I will. I'm going to use 2 Ares to get an extra dice. So now I'm rolling 5 dice. I think I have to, because the guy, the general's basically rolling the same number of dice as me. He hits on a 5 or 6 as well. Well, actually, he's rolling more dice than me. Should I? Yeah, I've still got loads of locations left, so I think I will. Okay, so I'm rolling 5 dice. I've paid the 2 Ares for that. He's rolling 5 dice. Right, so the first strike... Damn it, he hits twice. My attack back. I miss. Shit. So he hits me twice, does 1 damage. Next strike. Son of a bitch. I wish I could use my... Lyre of Orpheus, but I don't have any Athena resources. Okay, so he hits me twice. Luckily he doesn't have crit or anything. Here we go. The dice are trolling me. They gave me those 4 6s just now. Now it's like, no, fuck now. Alright, so he hits me twice for another damage. Damn it. Next strike. He hits 1 time. Okay. It's only 1 hit this time. We hit back. That's a bit better. We hit twice. So he hits once for 1 damage. I hit twice for 2 damage. So, bonk. Right, next strike. Oh, son of a bitch. This general, he hits me twice. I strike back. I got 1. So he hits me twice, does 1 damage. Down to 13. I hit once, I do 1 damage. Next strike. Bitch, I knew it. Hits me once. I strike back. And I get a critical. Oh yeah, don't need it though, do I? Typical. So okay, he hits me once, does 1 damage. I hit 3 times, which is 2 damage, plus the critical is 3 damage, so he's dead. Okie dokie, he gone. So I've now got 2 Athena resources, so I can actually use, let me put that like that, because I don't have any Zeus at the moment. So I can use Athena to get those 6s if I need to. Right, so that was that. End of location, so I lose the extra dice. I'm back to 4 dice. I do get another sacred treasure. The Helm of Achilles. Right, what does the Helm of Achilles give me? Remove 1 rolled 6 die from an encounter creature's combat dice roll at a cost of 1 Ares resource. Can do cumulative. Okay, so with this sacred treasure, I can pay Ares to basically get rid of 6s that creatures have. This is more useful, to be honest, because they lose the 6s, but I gain them. With the Helm, they just lose the 6s. Still useful, but the Lyre, much better. In my humble opinion. So that was the Fields of Elysium. Right, what location is next? It is Styx. Oh, the river Styx. Again, once I clear this location, I'm going to get another sacred treasure. Oh my god, I'm going to be drowning in sacred treasures. Wonderful. Unfortunately, this is encounter level 3. Encounter level 3. Now, how many resource cards do I have? 1, 2, 3. Only 3 resource cards. That's good, because that means that I'm still only facing 1 creature. Phew! If I had 8 or more resource cards, I'd be fighting bloody 5 creatures. But because I've only got 3 cards, level 3, 1 creature only. Thank God for that. Right, what are we facing? Something easy. Oh no, Cerberus or Kerberos. The 3-headed hound, the guardian of the underworld. Oh no. Sacred treasure again. My God, I'm going to be drowning in them. Right. The big 3-headed doggy has 6 life and therefore rolls 6 dice. He hits on a 5 or 6 and critical. If he rolls 3 5s or 6s, he does +2 damage. Oh shit. Now, I do have the ability to get rid of 6s. So I can try to prevent criticals if I possibly can. Now I do have 2 Athena, but I have a bunch of Ares, which I could use. Right. So, let the battle commence. I've got 12 health. Kerberos or Cerberus attacks. And the bastard gets 5s, not 6s. Ah, you git. Right, he hits twice. So thankfully, it's not a critical, but he does hit twice. Do I want to get extra dice? No, I don't think so. I need him for some other things. Right, we roll and we get 1 hit. So he hits me twice. Does 1 damage. I hit once, 1 damage. So he's now down to 5. Right, next strike. What does he get? He misses. Ooh, misses. We strike back. We get a 6. So we hit 1 time. So we hit 1 time, we do 1 damage. He's now down to 4 life. He rolls. And he gets, again, still no 6s, right? So he gets a 5, so he hits me 1 time. I hit back, and oh yes, I get a critical. I get a critical, right? So he hits me 1 time, does 1 damage. I'm down to 10 life again. I hit 3 times, so that's 2 damage, plus the critical makes it 3 damage. That's much better. Now he can't critical me. Right, Kerberos. Fluffs it. Little doggy's going to run away. But not before I do a wow. And wow. I need to roll these dice for my other games, not those blue, red or black ones. I need to roll these. I get another crit. Look at that. This video is going to go down in the history of my channel as being some of the best dice I've ever rolled. Right, so he misses and I hit with another critical. So 3 hits. 2 damage, critical +1, dead. Dead doggy. And we're going to get another 2 sacred objects. And this guy's going to give me a whole bunch of resources. Very nice. Right, so 2 more sacred treasures. I think I've only got 1 left, isn't it? There's only 1 left. So which ones do we get? We get the Belt of Heracles. What does that do? Belt of Heracles. Or Heracles. Reroll 1 rolled 6 die from the encounter creature's combat dice at the cost of 1 Zeus resource. Can make cumulative purchases. Well, again, it's very similar to the Lyre and the Helm. Not as good. Again, I think that the Lyre of Orpheus is the best one because they don't just lose 6s. They, you add them to yours. But if I don't have Athena, if I only have Zeus, then this is also going to be very useful. So good. Great. Wonderful. Move that there, move these there, move that there. Right, and the Shoes of Hermes. Right, what does this do? Now, the Shoes of Hermes is actually a card which is missing the ability. I don't see the ability on here. Maybe I'm blind. But it's actually missing from the card and the rules. So the Shoes of Hermes, again, I'm just looking at it, basically means that now I hit on a 4, 5 or 6 rather than just a 5 or 6. So the Shoes of Hermes are giving me the ability to hit on a 4, 5, 6 now. Brilliant, wonderful, amazing, excellent. Now there's 1 sacred treasure left. I can't remember which one's which one I don't have, but we'll see. Right. So we have survived Styx. We've got the 2 sacred treasures. Now, do I want to do some healing? I think I do, but if I do healing, I'm going to lose the Athena resources again. I've still got so many locations to do. 1, 2, 3. I've only done 4 locations. I've still got 5 locations before I meet the boss. Should I heal? That would get me 4, because I have the Cup of Dionysus. That would get me 4. I think I have to. So I'm going to use 2 Athena and 2 Zeus, using the Cup of Dionysus. Am I saying that right? Dionysus, I think is right. So every pair gives me +2, so I get 4 health. Yeah, I really wanted to keep the Athena for this, but I need the health as well. Right. So I've only got 2 resource cards. Both of them are Aries. Okay, next location is Acheron. Now, Acheron's ability is very useful because I can basically jump the next location. I don't have to do the next location. Ha 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 ha. It is combat level 2 or encounter level 2. I have 2 cards, so 1 creature again. Thank God. See, this is the balancing effect, and I think it's a very good part of this game in that you get rewarded for using your resource cards rather than just keeping a huge hand of cards to use. You actually get rewarded by using them in terms of having less creatures. So we get 1 creature only. What's it going to be? Dun, dun, dun. It is a warrior with 3 life. Okay. Good, good, good. I don't mind that. So he's got 3 dice and 3 life. I'm not going to do anything. So he attacks. He's rolling 3 dice and he... Oh, what the hell? He's a lucky warrior. He gets 2 hits. Now, do I want to get rid of any of them? Not really. I keep forgetting to turn this over. Not really, because 1 or 2 hits is both 1 life. So unless I use both my resources to get rid of both the 6s, it doesn't make any difference, does it? So forget it. I won't use that. Right, I hit back and I get a critical. Right, so he hits me twice for 1 damage. I'm down to 13. I do it 3 hits plus the critical, 3 damage. He did. That was nice, quick and easy. And I've now got a little bit more resources to use. Okie dokie. So now, as I say, I can avoid the next location. Let's see what the next location is. It is Cocytus. It's a level 3, but I will get another sacred treasure. I don't think I need it. Now, level 3 with 3 cards is 1 creature. Now, do I want to... Again, I can get the last treasure. Might be worth it just to get the last treasure. Yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm not going to skip it. I'm going to do this. So, level 3 with 3 cards, 1 creature. What have we got? It's another level 3 warrior. Okay. Good, good, good. Right, he rolls to hit. He needs 6s, so he misses. I roll to hit. And I get 2 hits. 2 hits is 2 damage. Okay. Warrior strikes, misses. We strike. Get 2 hits, so he's dead. Very nice. We get another warrior, another card, and I'm a warrior. Bad news. Good band. We get the last sacred treasure, which is the Bow of Artemis. What does the Bow of Artemis do? Right, the Bow of Artemis. Before combat begins, roll 3 dice and use any hits to add pre-combat damage to any 1 encounter creature of your choice. Very nice. So I can roll 3 dice before combat starts and allocate damage to any creatures. Hells yeah, I like that one. I like the sacred treasures. They're very nice. Right. So Cocytus is done. We go to the next location, which is Leth. Now, Leth has the ability where we can't use Athena resources, which is okay because I don't have any. It's a level 2, and we have 4 cards. So again, 1 creature. Again, manipulation of this resource hand is crucial. So 1 creature. Who have we got this time? We have a 4 warrior. Okay, a little bit tougher this time. Right, we've got a 4 warrior. Again, he only hits on 6s. We have 4 dice. Oh, my dice are in there. Do I want to Use any resources? No. Okay. All right. Warrior strikes and misses because he only hits on a 6. We attack. We're hitting on fours now. So oh wow, we get another critical. Look. Oh, the dice have been good to me today. Right. So he missed. We hit 3 times, which is 2 damage. Critical +1, so 3 damage. He's down to 1 life already. Lovely jubbly. Oh, and I forgot to use the bow. Oh, never mind. I forgot to use the bow. I could have done damage to him. Never mind. Okay, so the warrior attacks, misses. We attack. 1 hit, dead. Okay. Right, I've got to remember to use the bow. Right, 4 dice there. How many locations do we have left? We have 1. Okay, we've got 2 more locations because the last card is always Thanatos. So, 2 more locations to go. The next location is, oh, I can't pronounce some of these names. The Pool of Mnemosyne. Right, the encounter level is level 1. Great. And its ability is I can use any resource as any other resource. Oh, so I can use Ares as Athena. Oh, very nice. Right, level 1. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 5 cards now. Level 1, 5 cards, 1 creature again. Who are we fighting? A level 3 warrior. I'm a warrior. I can't remember the lyrics for that song. It was a Bad News song. Warriors of Genghis Khan, I think. Right. Now we are going to use the Bow of Artemis before I forget. So we get 3 free hits before the combat starts. And we hit 1 time. So, again, I have to keep flipping this card over. So 1 hit is 1 damage. So the guy takes 1 damage before we even start. Right. So his strike. Ooh, he hits once. Our strike back. We hit loads. So he hits me once, which does 1 damage. We hit 4 times, 2 damage, plus a crit, 3 damage. He did. Excellent. Now, while I'm here, I can use resources as anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some healing because I've got 1 more location before I meet Thanatos. So I'm going to try and get some healing done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these 3 cards here. So I'm going to use, again, I can use any. So I'm going to use these as Zeus, and I'm going to use those as Athena. So I've got 2 pairs. So 4 healing. Very nice. And I'm back to having only 3 cards in my hand now. Great, great, great. So we're now down to the last location before we meet the boss. And we are at the Fields of Asphodel. No special rules. Wonderful. It's a level 1. We've got 3 cards, so 1 creature again. Oh, the start was nasty, but the ending's been okay. He says, ah, shit, we've got the Minotaur. I shouldn't have said anything, should I? I should not have said anything. Right. Now, this guy has 2 special abilities. First of all, the Minotaur does not allow Zeus resources to be used. Crap. He's rolling 5 dice. Hits on a 4, 5, 6. Oh, his critical is nasty. If he gets 3 of any combination, 4, 5s and 6s, he crits with a +2. Ah, shit. Now, because this is also the last location, we're also going to get, let's move these out of the way. Hang on 1 second. We also get Thanatos. Yeah, Thanatos arrives at the last location in addition to any creature. So luckily we only have 1. Unfortunately, it is the Minotaur. So last location, we have to defeat the boss. Thanatos, unfortunately, he is with Minotaur. So really tough fight at the end, but luckily, like I say, I could have had more creatures here, but let's see how it goes. Now, before we begin, we can use the Bow of Artemis to roll 3 attack dice. I'm hitting on 4, 5s and 6s thanks to the Shoes of Hermes. So we roll and, oh, hello. Hello there. 3 hits. Now, it's not a critical because I'm only doing criticals on 5s and 6s, unfortunately, but I do 3 hits. Now, I think I have to allocate to any one creature of my choice. Now, I could allocate... Okay, well, basically, it's going to be doing 2 damage. Now, do I want to do 2 damage to Thanatos or the Minotaur? To be honest, I want to try and get rid of the Minotaur because then that may give me access to a few more resources. So I'm going to allocate these hits to the Minotaur. So the Minotaur takes 3 hits, so 2 damage. So the Minotaur is now rolling 3 dice. Thanatos is still rolling 8, which is scary. 8 dice, hitting on a 4, 5, 6. If he gets 3 4s, 5s, or 6s, or any combination, he gets a +2 critical. Right. So the order that they were drew, I take it as being the creatures first and then Thanatos as being the final. Because it's the final boss, I take him as being the final creature. Now, I do want to boost my dice, I think. Now, I've only got 3 resource cards. That could leave me with 1 Zeus resource that I can use to get rid of a... Or is it to reroll? I think this one's to reroll. Yeah, where they can reroll a 6. But I think I'm going to use two Ares resources. Get rid of those to give me another dice. Now I think I'll move this. I was on 16, I think. Okay. So I'm going to be rolling 5 dice, and I've got 1 resource card left, which I could use either Ares or Zeus. So the Ares will allow me to get rid of a creature's 6. This would allow me, the Zeus would allow me to re-roll it. I'll get rid of it, of course, easier. Right, let us go. Right, so we're attacking the Minotaur first. The Minotaur rolls to hit. Let's move that a bit. And he gets 2 hits. That's not good. We roll to hit. And we also get 3 ones, tickable. But we get 2 hits as well. No 6s, I can't affect that. So the Minotaur does 2 damage, which is 1, or sorry, hits twice, which is 1 damage. I hit twice, which is 2. Excellent, he's down to 1 dice, but that also means he can't critical me. Now, oh God, now for Thanatos. Oh my God. Right, let's go. He hits on a 4, 5, 6, so 1. Oh, that could have been a lot worse. Look at all them, look, 3s and 2s. Right, so he hits 3 times, which is still going to hurt. Let's see how I do. Now, there is 1 6 there that I could get rid of. Oops, sorry. Right, we get, oh, hell's yeah. I mean, it's not, there's no criticals, but I did hit 4 times. Right. Now, do I want to get rid of that 6? Because the thing is, if he hits 2 times, it does 1 damage. If he hits 3 times, it does 2 damage. So this... At the moment, it's doing 2 damage. If I take away the 6, it's only doing 1 damage. But do I want to save this to prevent a critical? Or actually, shit, this is a critical. Oh, crap. So yes, I'm going to use my last resource, Ares, with the Helm of Achilles, and I'm going to get rid of the 6. That prevents the critical from happening. Ooh, boy. All right, good, good, good. Right, so Thanatos, because of that, only does 2 hits, so it's 1 damage. I'm down to 14. I do 4 hits, but not a critical, so 2 damage. Okie dokie. Bump, bump, bump. So it's down to 6. Still deadly. Still a worry, and I've got no resources left. Now, if I can get rid of this Minotaur, I think I can use his resources, which would be bloody useful. Right, so the Minotaur misses. We roll to hit the Minotaur. And oh, I couldn't have used the Zeus anyway. I had to use the Ares because of the Minotaur's ability. Right, I get 3 hits but no critical. So 3 hits on the Minotaur is 2 damage. Minotaur goes down. Thank you. And now I have some resources that I can use. Athena is very good because with the Lyre of Orpheus, I can actually take 6s from Thanatos and add them to mine. And I can now also use Zeus if I wanted to. Right, now we're striking at Thanatos, so he strikes and he gets, oh my god, oh my giddy aunt, that's still going to be a critical, isn't it, even if I get rid of it, shit. Alright, so he hits 4 times and it is a critical. Oh, mummy. And we get, I think we get a critical as well. Very nice, but my critical only does +1, his does +2. Now, it's only 1/6. So at the moment, he will be doing 4 hits, so 2 damage +2. So he'll be doing 4 damage at the moment. I'll be doing 3. Do I want to take away? The thing is, even if I take away that 6 and add it to mine, I'm still going to be doing the same damage and he's still going to be doing the same damage. Because if I take away the 6, that'll leave him with 3. Still 2 + 2, because again, he rolled 4, not 3. If there were 2 6s there, that would make a big difference. I could then get rid of both of them. But as it stands, it's not worth using, I don't think. So he hits 4 times, which is 2 damage. It's a critical, so he does another 2. So he does 4 damage to me. Ouchie! I hit with a critical, 3 5s. So I do 2 damage +1 is 3. So he's now down to 3 life. Good, but he can still do criticals, which is what I'm worried about. But luckily I can still use my Orpheus thing. Right, next strike. Thanatos hits with 3 dice and he gets a single 6. 2 hits. Right, and we get 3 hits and 2 misses, but no critical. Okay, so do I want to use this? At the moment, he's doing 2 hits. If I take away the 6, he's still doing 1 hit, so it's the same. Right, so he hits twice, does 1 damage. I'm down to 9 life. I do 3 hits, but no critical, so 2 damage. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Right, next strike. And yep, he finishes me off, I think. Let's take, wait, he finishes off with a hit, but I think if I can, I think I can. So he hits 1 time, I'm not going to bother with this. So he hits me 1 time, does 1 damage, I'm down to 8 life. I do 3 hits, which is 2 damage, and the god of death is dead. Muerte. Out of here. Rest in pieces, 6 feet under, pushing up to daisies. Bye. We killed Thanatos, we succeeded, and even with the corrected critical rolls, this is still the best result I've had. Previous games, I lost the first one. The second game, I think I killed him with like 2 or 3 life left. The third game, was it the second game or the third game, where basically we had 1 life each and we basically killed each other in the last strike. But this, I've got 8 life left. Oh, hells yeah, 8 life. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So that's good. That's really, really good. I had a lot of fun. And I think that getting all of the sacred treasures, I think that's what did it. Because there are so many things. The free hits at the start, the increase of hit chance to 4, 5, 6, the ability to heal double. These sacred treasures really made the difference, I think. Plus, my dice rolling was actually pretty damn good for a change. So, guys, in video 1, we had a look at the overall game, what you get with a download, all the different pages you have to print out. We also looked at the rules, things that maybe I didn't make clear, I kind of added in the notes. And then in video 2, in part 2, this one, we actually went through a complete game and we managed to defeat Thanatos thanks to some very good luck with the dice and also all of the sacred treasures. Now, I may have missed a critical or 2. I've got a horrible feeling in the back of my head that maybe I missed some criticals for the creatures, maybe. I don't know. I don't think I did, but there's this nagging feeling in the back of my head, you know, that maybe I didn't realize. But I have to admit that it benefited my character, the ability to have criticals on not just a 555, but also 566 or 655, you know. But yeah, it's a really fun little game. Doesn't take up a huge amount of space, so it has a pretty small footprint in terms of gaming area. In terms of cost, well, like I say, if you print double-sided, it's 6 sheets, yeah, 12 sides. If you print single-sided, I did, again, because my printer wasn't centering very well. So then it's 12 sheets of cardstock. I did use, I think it was 160 GSM because I knew that I was doubling up inside the sleeves. I do have 230 GSM, which is a thicker card that I normally use for sort of my paper craft, my gaming terrain, the buildings and things like that. But yeah, I mean, it's really good. The artwork is typical of Todd Sanders. It does the job. It's very thematic. It's very evocative. It's very suitable. It may not be an art style that attracts everyone. It may not attract sort of people that are window shopping. But it is very thematic to the game. And once again, Todd Sanders has actually produced a game design that works. It's interesting. It plays well. It has very interesting mechanics within the game. For example, your use of the resource hand, the fact that you can skip fights that you don't like, unless of course you get a location where you can't use certain resources. But I do like the kind of balancing in terms of limiting your resources to get less creatures, or maximizing your resources to get more creatures. Like I say, I don't know whether I would enjoy having a a final battle with Thanatos and 6 other creatures. I think that's definitely something that I would try to avoid. I think in the next game that I play of this, I think I will be adding the advanced creatures. Now, these guys, if you remember, they don't actually give you resources once you defeat them. And they are more challenging opponents. I mean, what's this? Where is he? There he is. The Kraken. I mean, look at this bloody thing. I think this is more deadly than Thanatos. 7 dice and 7 life. Hits on a 3, 4, 5, and 6. And he does a critical with 3 3s, 4s, 5s, or 6s, or any combination for +2. Oof, I think the Kraken's more deadly than Thanatos. But I think if you get all the sacred treasures, I think you should be okay. But yeah, it's a very enjoyable game, and like I say, it's free to download on Board Game Geek. It was released a while back. When was it released? The game was released, come on, where are you? 2013. It was entered into the Board Game Geek Solitaire Print and Play contest. So the game's been around a while. I'm a bit surprised that there aren't any videos on YouTube or any kind of detailed reviews on Board Game Geek. But actually there might be, but they might be just sort of forum reviews, not video reviews. But anyway, guys, I do recommend this game. I highly recommend Journey in the Underworld by Todd Sanders. Go to Board Game Geek, pick it up. You won't regret it. It's a nice little game, and like I say, don't stress over the rules. The rules look a little bit complex to begin with, but they're actually very simple and very easy to play for an enjoyable little game. And as it's such a small game, it's very suitable for portable, taking to work, taking on holiday, taking on the bus. So guys, thank you once again for watching. I hope that my rules explanation and the game helped you to understand this little gem. So from ancient Greece, I bid you farewell. I also request that you like and subscribe. But guys, take care of yourselves, stay safe, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers.